Hello everyone, this is Chirag. I am running for State Assembly District 16, and you can see the map over here. I want to walk you through two important aspects which have been asked frequently by a lot of people around here. One is about what is the scope and why independent. So let's go over why independent first, and then we go over the campaign finance, how it works. Or maybe you can split it into multiple videos. First is as you see here, in the previous election since 2024, there was a Democrat, one Republican. Prior to that, there's one Democrat, one Republican. Next, Democrat, Republican. And the non-partition primary, Democrat, Republican. Go till the time we can see it's all Democrat or Republican. And this used to be before 2016, there used to be a Republican representative having a significant vote bank here. And it changed since 2018. And since then, the Democrat margin has been going up. What I'm seeing is 34% of us actually represent ourselves as no party preference candidate, as no party preference voter. But we don't really have an option. And one important point, I looked at the data which I have from San Ramon and in my previous election. And one thing is very visible in November election. You see no party voters voted basically 49% time. And in primary election, it's only 22.75. And the primary reason they are not voting is because they do not have an option. Like Republican and Democrat both have an option. So they will go and vote for their candidates. But when there's in the primaries, if you primaries or even the regular election, if you don't have an option, you're not very keen in voting. And a lot of my friends in like I have spoken to who are no party preference are not really much aware about primary election as well. Now let's go to the campaign finance, which is something I want to highlight as well, and I've been asked this question very often. So here we'll go and see this is a Ballotopedia site, and here we can see the campaign finance in the last general election. Okay, so all the way here in the bottom. So contributions and expenditure, and that looks like a huge number, and it is definitely. And I'm a startup owner, and I typically look for startups where I invest. And I have a very key criteria that what is a minimal viable product, MVP, we call it as MVP. And here we'll call it a minimum path to success. And let's find out what is the minimum path to success. And that's why the finance is really important. Look at the place where the contribution is coming in, and look at the place where the contribution is going out. One of the big number I see here is California Democratic Party being getting 252K. Bertolina and Bertana Consulting 91K. And I would say rest other things I would definitely think is a kind of expenses that we need to look into. Maybe plus minus we can do more research on that. But I also want to see how the finance of the opponent is, because that's important as well. And here is his finance. So contribution 29K, expenditure 31K. Where is it coming from? You'll see right here. Where is it getting paid? A lot of top pays are. These are the top pays. If you look at this, I think with that number of cost, if you can get across the primaries, there's something we can make a history over here. And I would say with this amount of expenditure, 31K, if Joseph Rube basically gets 44,000 votes in primary, that does makes a like okay, there is a viability right here to get into the primaries. All we have to do is encourage non-partisan voters to at least vote in primaries. And hoping this was eye-opening, and we can dig much more deeper into the finances. But for now, I think this is good enough. Thank you.